All right, let's go to the Cowboy game. I said this Friday. Only time I ever get angry is when my expectations are higher than reality. I think Dak is Alex Smith. I think you go in a division, you go in playoff games. Hell of a guy.
Wow, that's...
Alex Smith has 8 straight winning seasons, 3 Pro Bowls, and 5 division titles. When I say Dak is Alex Smith, people go, whoa. If I told you Cowboy fans, you're going to win 8 straight
It's only his 3rd year. I mean, I'm just surprised that you're... Because Alex is, I'm pretty much done now.
But Alex had a heck of a career. Didn't have your career, but a heck of a career. And I watched Dallas, and I thought, this is how seasons are going to end.
Well, I wouldn't want to... I mean, that's your job to get up here and have strong opinions. And I respect it. Don't get upset with it if I disagree. There's a part of me that I've always said he still reminds me that he's at Mississippi State. There's a part of me that I see that a guy zones in and he misses too many guys wide open.
He does.
Wide open. And if they had gotten past the Rams, the one thing I was going to say, but we don't have that much time with 12 people on the show, is that one thing that really I'd be concerned about is he has to work on when you come up from pressure. Don't miss those. When you got guys wide open, get them the ball. Don't have to be a touchdown. Just get them the ball. He's won me over. He really has.
I agree.
Yes.
But he's not a special arm talent. Terry, look who's left in the playoffs.
No.
Belichick, Reed, Mahomes, Brady.
Top 4 scoring offenses in the league.
And
his arm is every bit as good as Brady's. His arm's every bit as good as Breeze's arm. I did notice the other night the ball's to the sideline, didn't have the zip that I was hoping that he would have on him, but they were beautifully thrown balls. But he has a very adequate, above average arm, I would say. He doesn't have, whose arm doesn't he have? Mahomes is probably the only one in the playoffs that he can't lock up with.
So do you think Dak, the way they lost, I mean, I didn't put it on Dak. I thought their defensive line got thrown around the field.
What do you think?
I mean,
273 yards rushing by the Rams?
2 running backs.
2 running backs.
Had over 100 yards. So I don't put this on Dak. When I look at Dak, I don't see a special player. I see a good, solid. I like him as a person. Rock solid, mobile, good dude. When he put his hand on his heart during the anthem, he doesn't have to be popular or liked. He'll do the unpopular thing in a room. There's a lot I love about him.
Okay, I would say that he galloped a young receiver they picked up in the second, third round last year. I think he's got to elevate. Okay. Brought Cooper over. I thought Cooper was great in 2 or 3 games, then disappear. And then everybody say, ha, 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 but he opened it up for everybody else. And I'd always say, look, I don't believe in that. Look what the Saints and Thomas did. He breaks a record. He catches 125 balls. You would think that when the Eagles played him, you would say, well, the one guy we got to take away. Not Kamara will handle, but we got to take away Thomas. What did he catch yesterday? 13 balls?
Yeah.
200-something yards.
Yeah.
That's to me is Amari Cooper. That's what he has to be for the Cowboys.
10, 12 catch
And
guy.
I don't think, and here's the thing I like about Thomas and the Saints, is the fact that they run a route that you don't see that often in the league anymore, and it's called an in route, a deep in route, an 18-yard to 20-yard in route. In Pittsburgh, we would have called that a dig, a shallow, short route, about 12 yards. And on top of that, there is a tremendous hole in defenses, but it's a little too long, maybe a little, you don't trust your line that long, but boy, the Saints run it, and that guy made 3 huge catches on the deep end.
Let's talk.
But I do like Prescott. I'm trying to say is just put better talent around him. He's good. He doesn't panic. He's a poised kid. He's strong.
All those. I will say this though: the Cowboy O-line is getting old.
It was 2 years ago the best offensive line in the league.
It's not anymore.
No, they're starting to get hurt. Fitzpatrick has been out all year. They're a great center.
Yes.
With an illness.
Frederick, Zach Martin has been hit and miss.
Smith has been hurt at left tackle.
So I don't know. I look at Dallas. I just think the NFC's got so many special people. Let's go to the Saints. When I say Saints, you think, oh, my God, they just throw the ball up the field. Terry, they had an 11-minute drive yesterday. This Saints team, really, they grind.
Yeah.
It's a grinding team. Drew Brees, of the 4 quarterbacks left, has the weakest arm. He's not throwing the ball down the field anymore. It's funny. You think of the Saints as this high-powered machine. That's Kansas City. I mean, the Rams can do a lot of looks. When I look at the Saints right now, coaching, quarterback play, they're 11-play drives.
Well, the Saints are meticulous. All great offensive coaches are meticulous with detail. McVay, Sean Payton, meticulous. Andy Reid, meticulous. They'll take a simple route and combinations, and they'll run the same route 8, 9, 10 different formations. Same route, though, because there's only so many routes you can run.
Right.
In, out, down, post, corner, come back. That's it.
Just got to masquerade it.
Exactly. And all these guys are brilliant at what they do. And you don't have to have a strong arm to throw 80-yard touchdown passes. You got to have yards after the catch. You got to have a guy break tackle. You hit a guy on 30 or 40 yards. All these quarterbacks can throw the ball 60 yards. Every one of them can.
If I told you, Saints hosting Rams this weekend, though.
Yes.
Who's got more good players?
Who has more good players?
More good players. Rams, Saints. I think the Rams are a better team. I think it's just hard to go to the Superdome and win. And I don't think the Saints will struggle. I mean, the Saints actually, they won the perfect way. They didn't look very good for about an hour and a half.
I'm going to tell you, that's a good point you make, because I was on our pregame show yesterday, I was really torn. I was really concerned. I wanted to pick Philadelphia, okay, because of Chris Long. And I love that quarterback at Philadelphia. I do love that kid.
Yeah.
He is special.
Gamer.
Yeah, man. But I'm from Louisiana. I've been a Saints fan my whole life. I can't possibly pick, but I never pick them because I don't want to jinx them, if you believe in that stuff. Sure. But the thing that bothered me was the last 4 games of the season, they had not looked good. And I said on the air, you can't put a key in the car and turn it on, and you're run, and away we go, Jack. You can't do that. And on the commercial break, I told Howie, you put a key in, you turn it on, but with the Saints lately, you had to pull the choke out.
There are a lot of dink and dunk.
Hey, I know. And then people have put pressure on Drew up the middle, and he's human. He's panicked. He's not been comfortable. And in the first half yesterday, first pass, oh Lord!
I tell you,
I was a nervous wreck.
The Saints are completely vulnerable this weekend.
Yes.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they are not what we prescribe generally with them, which is you go down there and it's a shootout and it's this Philadelphia team had been on the road 5 times in 6 weeks, Terry. They were exhausted and they kept them in the 20s.
Yeah, you better be careful with the Rams need to play smart. You can't have Keep Talib doing a stupid play like he.
No turnovers.
Listen, you cannot play stupid. You have to play smart. Use the sideline. Make it your friend. Use the end zone, the back line. Make it your friend. Don't push people out and the ball's in the air and you get a penalty, give them first down. You got to play smart. It will be hard to play down there. And the last time they played, what was the score? 43-40?
Oh, it was
30?
wild. But by
crazy.
The way, both the Rams and the Saints, September, October, they're dropping. Those days are over in the end. I mean, you're going to tell me Kansas City, New England, that game's going to be in the 20s, and my guess is Rams, Saints in the 20s.
Here's what happened. The league started this year.
Yeah.
Remember those offenses? Oh. I was on the edge of my seat. I couldn't wait for the games to come on. And, boy, those offenses were just like, holy cow. They broke more passing records after 8 games I'd ever seen in my life. And I'm like, guys threw 50 touchdown passes for Kansas City, and they're just locking it up 45-40. And I'm like, holy cow, this is what the end. And we all jumped on board. Right. You did. I did. Everybody jumped on board. What happened? You peak too soon, which is you just go run, and then you slowly
guys
come
get
back down.
hurt, coordinators get film, you figure teams out.
You're playing them a second time.
Yep.
And you got to let out, here's what they did. Let's put pressure here. You got guys hurt. You got a corner out. You got a linebacker out. I mean, a whole bunch of things have happened.
Terry Bradshaw, 20 minutes of Terry Bradshaw. Let us hear it for Terry. Colin Wright, Colin Wrong. Coming up next.
Thank you so much.
I loved having you on. All right, Terry Bradshaw back hour 2 next.